Yeah, in RPA, thanks for starting the recording. Yeah, and in RPA domain, I am almost 4 years experienced now. Mostly my experience lies with UiPath. Reason being is like when I started my journey, it was with UiPath, and then like I somehow felt more engaged as time passed, and I kind of started liking it more and more as days went by, and then here I am today, still sticking with UiPath, happily engaged, I would say.
Wow. Yeah.
And yeah, um, across this experience, I have some other tool experiences as well, which is also very important for us. As you all start your professional careers, you also somewhere would need to get some extra hands on other tools as well, like for example some extra add-ons. For example, if I talk about add-ons that go well with RPA, then it would be, first one would be VBA, Excel VBA. Okay, Visual Basic for Applications, the, I would say, the language of Microsoft Office. Okay, so you can use VBA to automate many of your Microsoft Office tasks. I mean, internal automation kind of, but since it is coded automation, so you just take a little bit of help from there and then fall back to UiPath, which is more reliable, low code thing, and allows you to develop more quickly and more easily, and you can learn stuff much faster, right? So yeah, that's about me. I can see a couple of
Great, great,
people have.
great. Thanks, man. Thanks for sharing. Let's keep two more 1 minutes.
Sure,
We
sure.
know we have Apurva. So your story, Apurva. So let's share all our stories. Apurva, what's how your journey started with the UiPath as RP domain?
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone, this is Apurva Samanta. So I joined the RPA domain on 17 June 2029. So I passed my college days and then I started my job in a company called Protivity. And in Protivity, so I got trained on UiPath itself. And so from there only, I started my career in RPA domain. So as of now, I am having around 4 years of experience in RPA domain as well as in IT industry. So from there it's quite roller coaster kind of thing. So every day I learned a new thing on RPA, and trust me, so I didn't like C or Java in my college days, but once I started learning RPA and UiPath, so it was super fun for me. So that's how I just means I just it was quite exciting for me because it was low code and few things are done in a magic thing. Okay, so that's how my journey is, and I'm still learning. So it would be super fun in the journey.
Nice,
Nice to know
nice.
you again, Apurva.
But thanks,
Okay.
like Dhanasri, Krishnendu, Krishna, sharing the details. I'm really happy to look at Krishna that you shared. You have been working in different comment projects. That's really cool. I mean, that's a very interesting because all of us working in a different domain, different engagement. This is really good. Oh wow, Dhanasri did her computer science and learning RPA. That's great. Welcome, welcome. I hope we'll be able to help you out.
Nice. And since we are waiting for 1 more minute for others to join, just have time for one quick question. Anyone, feel free to grab this opportunity. Any question, anything you have in mind. Come on, be quick.
I have one question.
Sure.
So I have started my career as a testing field. I have
Mhm.
overall 7+ years of experience into the performance testing, all market leading tools.
Oh,
Did I hear
So
7+ years of experience?
yes, yeah.
Okay, great.
So I am looking at, I would like to change my career to RPA actually. So I was like, have so many questions, lot more questions. What if machine learning or AI, people were talking, right? They can automate soon, going further on the road of 10 years, easily they can automate. So why do you want to choose this as a career? So these questions literally, running out of my mind every day, where I am not able to give you the logical answer for it. Still exploring experiencing these tools, what it's going to do, because it's going to automate a lot of work on the road of 1 year or 2 years. Will there be any work for RPA to do on this? These are the basic questions I know, but
Okay.
I don't have confident answer to tell actually.
Okay. So your question is like, uh, is about the future of RPA basically in the world of AI ML.
Yeah.
Okay, nice question actually. So frankly speaking, a very good question that you have asked. And the thing here is, since you told that you have experience in testing domain, and I assume that you are starting right now with RPA, right?
Yes.
Okay. So first things first, Sindhu, this coming world is first of all going to be super dependent on low code technologies. Okay, UiPath being low code, no code. Okay, UiPath being one of the very important things here. Okay, because in coming days, as you can see with Chat GPT and with others, no one is going to write complete A to Z code from scratch. No, you will
Okay.
either drag and drop activities, or you will get pre-built codes. Okay,
Okay.
so tomorrow is the day for low code, no code. Okay, next, uh, if I talk about low code, no code, does RPA support it? Yes, it actually, I would say, it asks you to go forward in that direction more and more. Second, you talked about AI ML itself. Okay, now we in this training are planning to give you information on the basics of UiPath. Okay, but believe
Mhm.
me, whatever we teach you in this training, okay, that will help you get certified on the basic associate level developer of our UiPath. There is a certification called UiPath RPA Developer Associate. Okay, that will signify that you have basic understanding of UiPath, plus you are able to build codes. Okay, but once you're done with that, then starts the world for you, because inside UiPath environment itself, you will find almost 19 to 20 tools that UiPath has launched. Okay, and AI center, machine learning models, built in process mining, so all these things being part of RPA itself. Now, how are we talking about in integrating? So your question was basically, will AI ML eat into RPA? No, RPA will eat into AI ML. Because why I'm trying to tell you this is, AI ML in itself was thought to be a very complicated topic. But like UiPath and other like-minded people, what they did was they tried to like they understood that the next generation is for low code, no code. So for they are trying to simplify AI ML as much as possible. Okay, so they are trying to help you grab AI ML as simply as possible. Okay, so it's not AI, it will never happen that AI ML will eat into RPA. What in fact will happen is, RPA will get combined with the AI ML technology, and RPA being the no code low code platform will help you understand and get hold of AI ML sooner, faster, and more easily. Okay, and then you can handle the real world automations more efficiently. And I don't think you need to even think about losing your job or something. Was I able
Okay.
to answer your question?
Yeah, definitely. That helped me actually to understand. So
Okay.
I was joined through your WhatsApp chat. I was not even able. I am not able to. Yeah, I'm not able to join the chat. I made a request. Can you please accept that?
WhatsApp chat, is it?
Yeah, I think this is the
I think
link posted
Apurva, can you
yesterday.
take handle of that question? Like, I
Yeah,
think.
we will take that, Sindhu. Let me take this note and we will make sure to that. All right. It's almost 11 minutes from the scheduled time. So I'm not delaying much. Thank you, everyone. Welcome back to joining in this session. Pradyumna is here. He has already shared, but let me tell you one thing. He is an automation developer by profession, but he is a teacher by instinct. And why I'm saying, because I was one of the person who joined his session. I hope all of you will enjoy the way I did and many of us did when he took a couple of sessions for us. So over to Pradyumna and happy learning. And trust me, this is one of the most important topic for today. Feel free to ask your question and we will be able to help you out. Over to you, Pradyumna.
Thank you. And before I start, just need a confirmation from everyone. Maybe a thumbs up. Is my screen visible to all?
To me, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Okay, guys. So I'm about to start the session now. I'll just let you know the agenda of the meeting, not go deeper into it because obviously I'll be explaining it in detail. So right now we have just we are just here in introduction part, and then since this topic is about PDF automation, okay, so instead of just starting automating a PDF, we should understand why really do we need to automate a PDF, right? Next thing is, now that we understood why to automate PDF, we have to look into what can be automated, okay, in terms of in relevance with PDFs. Okay, once we have understood why to automate, what to automate, then we have to look into how to automate, right? And these bottom four things will help you understand how to automate. First, we'll start with prerequisite setup, then we'll understand what types of PDF and how to ways to automate those separate kind of PDFs, and then we'll have some hands-on sessions. Is it clear? Okay, throughout the session, I'll need engagement from you guys in the sense that you can feel you should feel free to just unmute and stop me at any point of time. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and feel free to engage via reactions. Okay, right. So the first question, before we start automating PDFs, why should we even think of automating it, right? Now, to answer this question, I'll move to second slide. Okay, you can see in your, apart from whatever you're doing in current current job roles, or I would say current situation scenarios, okay, there might be some interaction that you're doing with PDF. Maybe it is limited, maybe it is more. Okay, first thing is, whatever can save your time, you have to use it to save your time. Okay, because extracting data from PDF manually is not going to help you with the kind of agility and the hyperactiveness that the future demands. You need to automate your daily tasks, at least your daily task, if not more. Okay, next, when you move into, let's say, some job roles or into companies, you will like it. In fact, all of the companies have lots of PDFs to handle. Okay, some of them will be purchase orders, some of them will be invoices, maybe employee timesheets, maybe customer surveys, and there are plethora of such type of PDFs available in companies that need to be automated. Okay, if people just sit behind extracting data from each of those PDF one by one, each of the items that you need from the PDF, and paste it to Excel, upload it into some application, it will be a like hectic task, and like people would want to leave their jobs. Whoever has been assigned this task to do, maybe after 1 month they'll get bored and they'll want to just change, right? So agree, like if you agree, then just give me a thumbs up. And I would ask the host to just let me know, since I do not have access to the chat, just let me know if we are getting any responses, right? So okay, so is it clear until now, everyone? Come on, just give me a thumbs up if okay, otherwise feel free to ask questions.
Extract our data from purchase order. What do you mean by extract, in the sense why we need, what will be the scenario to extract?
Okay, see, basically, let's say if you work in a company and you know that a company buy and sell lot of stuff, right? Sometimes it's a software, sometimes it is something else, maybe a hardware product, software product, everything. But for every product which gets say sold, okay, there is something called purchase order, which is part of the process. Like before you sell it a product to someone, you have a purchase order to handle, which has details about what was getting purchased, what was the cost, what is the, maybe if it is a license, what is the duration of the license, from when starting, when is the end date, who is the billing, what is the billing address and all, tax information and all. Okay, so like these kind of invoices, purchase orders, and like these kind of documents will be there in every company. That is part and part of the process that gets handled on a daily basis. Okay, now these need to be, there is a need for you to store this data for future references, for maybe getting some trends. Maybe your leaders want to see what is the level of let's say, what are the sales. Let's say they want data on the sales. Okay, for getting that report. Okay, now your manager will ask the lower level employees to get that data. Now how to extract those kind of data to get those kind of report? Okay, you'll look into the invoices, you'll look into the purchase order, get every information that was, get every billing information that is available with you in form of PDFs. Okay, because that is the only thing, that is the receipt of your transactions, right? So once you have, you once you look into your digital library, you have like hundreds and thousands of sales reports, and you have to get information from there. So how do you do it? Obviously not manually, right? So there comes a need to automate extracting data from those uh, receipts, and then getting up the data you want, the reports, right?
Yeah.
Is it
Yes.
clear?
Yes.
Okay, so now that you know what are the, like you will be coming across scenarios, right? And you will always have something around you that is in form of PDFs, and from which you need to extract information maybe on regular basis. Okay, so if you try to do it manually, what is the problem with that? Obviously it is very very time taking. Anything else, what is the problem if you automate, if you try to extract information from all those PDFs manually? Come on guys, tell me, just unmute and tell me, what is the problem if you do all those things manually?
Data
Time
error.
taking.
Data error, which is related to accuracy, which is very good, correct. Next point please.
Time
It will
consuming.
be time consuming.
Exactly, it will be very hectic, tedious, right? Next.
Human error.
Human error, again related to accuracy, which is correct. And maybe I would like to add, our efficiency is very less. We'll just extract data from two PDFs and then go for a coffee break and then come back and then do two and again go for coffee break, right? So these are human tendencies which no one can avoid, and that is very very normal. So RPA handles all of that. Okay, with RPA, since it is a logic, computer logic running. Okay, so you don't have to think about accuracy. What you have given, only that will happen. You don't have to think about efficiency, right? So once you have started your bot, it will go on working and working, until all the PDFs have been read, right? Next is compliance. Sometimes you, when you're generating those kinds of reports and data, you don't want to go wrong. You have some compliance issues, something like, basically it's all about whatever human could go wrong. Okay, with RPA comes in and vanishes all those bottlenecks. Okay, it increases your productivity, it increases efficiency, accuracy, everything which was limitation earlier. Is that clear? What now you should be able to understand in your coming days, or maybe already you are surrounded with PDFs, you will need to extract information from them. And if you do it manually, there are bottlenecks, but RPA will help you come across all that. Clear? Come on, give me a thumbs up. Are we getting any thumbs ups? Yeah. Okay, now this slide, what does this mean? Okay, now you have to understand that this slide is specific to automation. When you think of automation, this slide should come in your mind. Okay, when you think of PDF automation. Okay, why? I'll tell you later. There are two types of PDF that we will segregate PDFs into first native PDF, second scanned PDF. Now, can anyone just unmute and tell me what could these two be? What do we mean by native? What do we mean by scanned? Just unmute and tell me, anyone,
So
whatever is
Native
idea.
can be in the
Mhm.
forms of digital numbers, anything. You can uh, uh, you'll have set of data. Scan PDF in the sense you cannot uh, you'll have the data everything in a image format.
Mhm. Okay, that is
So I
good.
believe.
Yes, that is also correct. Anyone else? Give it a
yeah,
try.
scanned might be an image of handwritten or scan is simply like through your mobile phone or scanner device.
Okay, that is correct. And what about native? Any idea?
Don't know.
Native is something which is computer generated.
Or
I'm thinking
basically, we can say
scan.
everything that is not scanned. Is a native, right?
In scan, we
Yeah.
can't copy the data.
No, native means that generated from the computer, like
Yeah,
some
native means which is not
certificates.
scanned.
Structure or certain
Just
things.
generated from computer or programming through programming or something like any forms of that. And
Okay.
scan means that kind of means I have Aadhaar card. I scan that and I make stored as a PDF form.
I think it's a
Okay.
structure or
So,
unstructured.
thank you. Thank you everyone for responding. Now, I'll just try to show you. I have opened two PDFs. Okay. Let's say this one. Okay. Now, if you can see here, sorry, let me try to open with some free software. So I guess every one of you might be having Adobe Acrobat installed on your systems, right? Because it is free. If not, you can just meanwhile try installing Adobe Acrobat. Okay, we'll be using it in today's session. It is free. Feel free to just Google search for it and download Adobe Reader. Okay, so this one, and I'll also open this one. Did I open it? Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Fine. So you can see I have a PDF opened in my screen. Everyone, are you able to see it? I'll just close it so that it is a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. So you can see when I put my cursor here, like when I put my mouse over here, it is giving me a cursor symbol, and I'm able to select this text word by word, line by line. Okay, is that visible correctly? Right.
Yeah.
So, and what about this part? When I move my mouse to here, okay, do you see I'm not getting that cursor now? I'm getting this selection button, right? I cannot select word by word. I'll just need to select everything. Why? Because this part is native and this part is scanned. Okay, this is in form of image, this is digital and can be selected or copied from. Okay, so again, going back to the PDF, going back to the PPT, native PDF, a PDF that is originally generated in a computer, meaning it was created from electronic version of a document. For example, you have opened Microsoft Word, you typed in something, exported as PDF. That is what? That is computer generated. When you open that PDF, you will be able to select all the images and everything, right? Sorry, all the text and everything. So that is a native PDF, right? What is the property of native PDF? You will be able to select blocks of text like what I just showed you. Is it clear? Give me a thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Next, scanned PDF is again, let's say from you have a hard copy document, like you have a, let's say, handwritten document, or maybe you have a, uh, maybe you have let's say your Aadhaar card, PAN card, anything. You just take picture of it, export as PDF. What is that? A scanned PDF, right? Okay,
Yes.
clear. Moving ahead now. So until
Hello,
now,
Pradeep.
sorry, yeah,
Yeah, hello, Pradeep. Actually, I have a question. Sorry for the interruption.
no
Uh,
problem. Feel free to ask.
Basically, could you please go to the previous slide?
Hmm.
Yeah, there was a term written over there that is ECA. So, what is the significance of the word basically?
This is just nothing technical. This is an English language word, I would say. What it means is a computer generated word, or in other terms, born digital. This is what AK means. Any other terms. Okay. Or you can see this, or in other words, this. Okay. That's what it's English language, basically. Nothing
Okay.
technical. Okay. Any other questions up till here? So I'll just repeat what we understood till now. So in this part of the session, we have understood what is what kind of PDFs is around us or will be around us. Okay, we understood the human blockages, bottlenecks. We understood RPA will overcome all of them. Then we understood in automation terms the two types of PDFs. Okay, one is native, one is scanned. Both of it you already understood what it means, kind of self-explanatory as well. Moving ahead, we will now step into how to automate those stuff. Okay, so in order to understand how to automate, we need two things: a free PDF reader and UiPath PDF package. So I'm assuming, just let me go back to the here. Just let me know, everyone, how many of you have PDF reader installed? Adobe Reader. It is free. It is quick to install. Everyone has Adobe Reader?
Yes.
Give me a
Yes,
thumbs up.
I can see the responses. Yes. Okay, great.
Okay, fine. And what about UiPath? Everyone has UiPath installed until now,
Yes.
right?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Let's move ahead and understand how to automate. Okay, coming back. My screen is visible, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Perfect.
visible.
Okay, so like I said, two things required. First is Adobe Reader. So everyone just open your Adobe Reader, press Control K, and let me know if you have this preferences tab or preferences window open. Open your Adobe Reader and press Control K. Let me know when you are able to see preferences window.
Yes, I'm able to see the preferences.
Thank you. Others?
Yeah, we are getting yes. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm zooming in. Okay, now since you are able to see preferences window, how did we see it? Just open Adobe Reader, press Control K. Now since you are able to see this preferences window, click on reading tab here, like what is shown here. Open reading tab. Okay, and on this reading tab, set the properties to what I am showing on screen. These three highlighted properties need to be looked after. Okay, first, page versus document. Make sure that you have selected read the entire document. Next, uncheck this confirm before tagging documents. Third, reading order needs to be set to this: infer reading order from document. Again, I'll repeat. We have opened Adobe Reader, pressed Control K to get this preferences window. In the preferences window, we clicked on reading on the left, which is highlighted. Once this is open, on the reading tab, we have to look into properties of the three highlighted, yellow highlighted things. Set this to read the entire document, uncheck this, and set this to infer reading order from document. Let me know again if it's done.
Done.
Others?
Every time while we are working
Yeah,
with the
I can say
people.
Kalaftan and SS.
So this is one time setup. Again, like I'm not able to see who asked, maybe it was Sindhu. So yes, it is one time setup. It will be saved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pradyuman, can you also explain why this needs to be done?
Yeah, so this is basically the way we'll not go much into detail here because like time would not permit. But yes, this so have you already read about selector, guys? Like you know about selector, something about selectors, UiPath selectors?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what happens is UiPath has a UiPath has a way to interact with applications, right? So when we talk about extracting data or locating a UI element, let's say we tell UiPath where to click a UI element. Okay, so how does it understand on which UI element to click? You will assign a select, you will define a selector for it. Selector is basically the address to that UI element. Okay, so how if someone asks you how does UiPath understand which where to click, so you'll say there is something which UiPath works upon, that is called selector, and that basically is the a way in which UiPath interacts. Similarly, when we talk about PDF, okay, so UiPath being automation software needs to have a require proper settings to interact with the applications. So when we talk about confirm, so let's say we uncheck this, so basically it is a way of how UiPath needs to work. For example, if we like keep this checked every time tagging needs to appear, pop up can cause harm to your automation. That's why we uncheck it. Reading order, this is how a document will, like when you have to read from a document, the UiPath needs the setting to be this. That means infer reading from document. That means whatever Adobe Reader suggests as the reading order, that we should be taken into the context, and that should be the order to read the document. Page versus document, we have to read entire document because this is how the UiPath activity works. Okay, you have to, if you don't read the entire document, there are a couple of properties, there are a couple of UiPath activities which will not work because they read on they work on reading entire document. They try to extract data from entire document at once. So this is how UiPath automation will work, and this is why we need to set these properties. Is
Can
it
I ask
clear?
some question here?
Yeah, sure.
Suppose in local we are setting like this, but when we are going to production to do this robot and by robots, how they will set these settings in the cloud for the Adobe
Yeah,
Reader?
so that's a very good question. Again, it is done manually. So let me clarify that out.
So
Uh,
we need to set in the cloud also the same kind of things.
Exactly. So
Okay.
we when you say bot running on cloud, okay, that does happen, and it happens in an unattended way, I would say. But even if we are talking about an unattended bot, unattended machine, a machine where an unattended bot will run, even on that machine, all the applications that will be required by the bot needs to be installed manually, okay, or through some scripts, and the settings of the application needs to be set as required by the robot. Once you are done with that, once the initial setup of the unattended machine is done, then you will leave it for the bot to run unattended. Clear? That is one time
Yeah,
setup that you
clear,
need to
clear.
do.
Thank you.
Okay, next, uh, preferences. I think the once earlier we were on the reading tab. Now we are on the accessibility tab. So here on the accessibility tab, make sure that you have these two items checked. I think it will be checked by default. Just cross check the ones I have highlighted in yellow, and just give me a quick thumbs up. Just tell yes once it's done. We are in accessibility tab right now. These two needs to be checked.
Yeah, I can say a couple of yes and done. Thank you guys for confirming.
Okay, clear. Now that it's done, okay, so just save the settings. Okay, save the settings, and let's move on to UiPath. Just what I'll do is I'll open Adobe Reader, and I'll just check those settings myself. I'm in reading tab. I have read entire document selected and check this, and I have this checked, and in accessibility I have these two checked. Click OK. Next. Okay, so going back to the PPT
I
now.
have one question. So
Yeah.
before there was a discussion, right? If we set up in the cloud, everything, right? Even though we set up in the cloud, everything connects through orchestrator, right? So in that scenario, you no need to. Do you think that you need to set up that thing in the cloud? There's some confusion for me.
Okay, see, the thing here is, let's say this is your machine. Okay, this
Yeah.
is the machine I'm working on. I have UiPath installed. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
created a bot here. Okay, now while creating a bot, okay, let's say I'm trying to interact with edge application. I'm trying to open some web application, and then maybe selecting this, typing in something here. Okay, now every time I'm doing this, what edge has a property where it will give you ask you a pop-up every time whether to save it or not. Okay,
Yeah.
now in terms of automation, like when we think of automation, we try to set the application properties in such a way to minimize these kinds of unnecessary pop-ups as much as possible, because these might cause your automation to halt, or this might interrupt your automations. Okay, because some kinds of automation, some kinds of pop-up always will come asking for confirming this, confirming that, and stuff like that. Okay, so what you will do is, when you automate, okay, you will go ahead to UI and the edge settings, and you will disable that activity and that pop-up where it asks you to save the password every time. And then you just when you are trying to automate, all you do is just type into there and then do your stuff and then publish your code. That's it. So this is how you will do it in your local. Now when you have published it to cloud, okay, what is cloud? Basically another machine itself, right? Just that the bot needs to run there, and you will not be seeing how it is running, right? You'll make it run unattended. Okay, it will create a session on its own, run it on its own. Okay, now there also, when you have created, what is cloud? Basically virtual machine a virtual machine which on which operating system has been installed. And then after operating system has been installed, if you just try to run your robot on that machine, it will not work. Okay, first you need to install UiPath robot there as well on that machine. How you'll do it? Either manually or through script. You have to do it as an initial setup. Next, you know that the robot which you will run on that machine interacts with Microsoft Edge. So you will check whether Edge is already installed. If not, install it again. Once Edge is installed, you know that in your code will only work when you have those settings, those extra pop-ups turned off. So on that machine, you have to make sure that the Edge settings are set to what it was in development time, right? So this is the initial kind of setup which you need to do one time, first time, on your virtual machine, and then rest of the life it will stay like that, and your code will run uninterrupted. Sorry, any questions? Okay, was I able to answer your question, Sindhu?
Yes.
Okay,
100%.
clear. Fine. Second, the next thing which we want is your UiPath activate UiPath Studio. So just everyone open your UiPath Studios quickly, and what we will do is again create a new process. like here. Everyone open your UiPath Studios, and I'm doing the very basic stuff, just creating new process, giving it a name, maybe like PDF automation for automation Vidyalaya. Okay, give it a description, testing PDF activities. Yeah, select Windows, select VB, create. Everyone, just let me know once you have created a blank process and you are inside UiPath Studio and you have created blank process. I'll give it a minute. Waiting for your responses, guys. Let me know when UiPath is open and you have created a new process.
I can see the responses, but yeah, couple of
Okay,
responses. Very good.
fine. Going back again. This is still loading for me. Okay, it is open now. Fine. Proceeding further, I have just opened Studio and I have just created a blank process. Now, thank you. Next, I'll go to manage packages. Again, just a refresher, guys. Whatever we do, okay, whatever we do in UiPath, we do it with help of activities, right? Where do you find activities? On the left hand side. You see this activities tab. Here you find these activities. You drag and drop these to help you automate your jobs, right? Everyone familiar with this, right? Next, you can see by default only a set of activities come by default. Okay, if I search for PDF right now, okay, this is a Excel activity. I don't have to do anything with it, but there is no activity which is visible to me which can help me automate PDFs. Okay, so I need to add those kind of activities to my studio. How do I add activities? Okay, we do it through manage packages, right? I'll press manage packages. Again, I have Studio open. I just clicked on manage packages, the icon over here. Next, I click on all packages here in the manage package window, all packages, and search for PDF. Okay, you can see I have uipath.pdf.activities coming on top. Okay, and you can see this icon, right, by UiPath. So this is also and if you go to official, okay, so if you select official feed, you will see only two activities. That means this is a official activity by UiPath, right? So we'll be selecting this one. Just take note of this icon, and by it should be by UiPath, and it will be also be available in the official feed. Just click here, install, save. Again, clicked on UiPath PDF activity, pressed on install button, clicked on save. And now that this package got installed, I'm opening my activities window again. And now you see, I have lots of activities available for me, which will help me interact with PDFs. Clear?
Yes.
Let me know when it's done.
Clear.
Okay. I'll wait for a couple more responses. Let me know when when you have installed PDF activities. Done. Okay, cool. Moving ahead, I'll just give you a brief of let's go back to PPT once and see if anything is missing. So on this page, you can see we installed UiPath PDF activities, and we now have these set of activities available for us, right? Next, next, what I want to tell you is there are three ways to automate PDFs. Okay, now we are talking specifically about automating it with UiPath Studio. Okay, we are into how to automate with UiPath Studio. There are three ways to automate PDFs. Okay, you read it carefully. Sorry, anyone? Okay, so there are
Read.
yeah.
You want me to read?
No,
Okay.
it's fine. Like what I'm telling is there are three ways to read data from PDFs through UiPath. One, read PDF text activity, read PDF with OCR activity. Next is screen scraping. Okay, going back to UiPath. Okay, you can see read PDF text, read PDF with OCR, and screen scraping. Can anyone tell me where to find screen scraping?
You will find it in the classic design mode.
Okay, good. Others? Fine.
Manage package.
I can't say that it is, I think, my modern movie.
Right. So this is what I wanted to listen from you guys. Seems like you have been focusing in your previous sessions. Okay, good, everyone. So focus back here. The thing is, uh, now I need responses from you guys. When to use read PDF text activity? Like to be more specific, my question is what kind of PDFs need this activity, and on what kind of PDFs will use this activity? Tell me.
Read
PDF
PDF
is a
text.
native PDF.
For
Use
negative, OCR for scanned.
Exactly. Everyone agree with them?
yeah.
Okay, cool. So now that you have understood the concept, it is just matter of time when I put in the values and show you how it works. Okay, the main thing is you should understand when to use what. Okay, next, there are in general screen scraping. Since you guys are not able to access it, I'll just use this activity for now. Okay, get text. This is also a way to get so basically what this means is when you indicate the target on screen, okay, what will happen is you will get the text on you will get the text whatever of whatever element you have indicated. Okay, so if you indicate anything within the PDF, so whatever text is there in that PDF, you will be able to extract it. Okay, next, yeah, what I'll do is, since you guys are more familiar with classic, I'll just
There is
use get
a
text.
activity called screen scraping text over here. Get text.
Yeah, in screen scraping mode we'll get, that's since you guys are more familiar with classic activity, what I did was in the activities panel I clicked on this filter and then enabled classic for me. Now don't worry if you are seeing some other options here. It might be studio settings difference, but all you need to know is this screen scraping thing should be visible to you, right? This screen scraping thing should be visible to you, and this get text should be also be should be visible to you. Okay, everyone, okay till now?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Next, let's start. So basically we start with three ways. So whenever you talk about automation, first thing is to read text from PDF and then do stuff with that text, maybe manipulate it, do some string manipulation, add it to some application, upload it to some Excel, maybe. Okay, but almost everything will start with reading a PDF. And for native PDFs we have read PDF text. For scanned PDFs we have OCR. And for getting specific information like some only one or two elements or only few elements from entire PDF, we'll use activities like get text and screens, other ways of screen scraping. Okay, and these are for full reading full PDFs, full pages. Okay, this is for simple few elements from within the page. Next, what I'll do is, maybe since I have this open, I'll start with, I'm able to select it. That means it is a native PDF, right? Let me try to zoom in a bit. How to zoom in, man? Maybe just plus. Okay. Able to see this PDF?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'll do is just I'll delete the others activities so that we can try. Since we know that this is a native PDF, what we'll do is read PDF text. I'll just provide the file name. Here, I'll just select it. And this file is what exactly? Invoice 38645. I think it was this one. Sample invoice A, right? Text and image and invoice 38645. I think it was this. Okay. So this is what I did. I just indicated the file name in read PDF text activity. Okay. Now here, if you go to properties, okay, if you go to properties, you will see what kind of properties I can pass in to this activity to make it work, right? We have already passed the file name. Next, preserve formatting. We'll see how does it work. We'll first keep this disabled. It is a flag which is boolean. You can see when I hover over activity, you will see the type, what type of value it expects. So here you can see boolean. So either I'll give true or false, right? Next, I need to give range, okay, where all is written right now. Now, can anyone just tell me what will it do if I have all written in range? What will it do?
It
All,
scans all pages.
all the pages in the PDF.
Exactly. And what happens if I just write one over here?
Only one
First page.
first page.
First page. And what happens if I write 1-3 here?
3
1, 2,
pages.
3.
1,
First
1
three
two,
and
pages.
3.
3. Page
1, 2.
number 1, 2, 3. Correct?
Yes.
Understood how to
Okay.
use it? Mhm.
It selects 1, 2, 3, or whatever the page number 1, it selects 1 and 3rd.
No,
1, 2.
one. It is a range. If I write 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 pages will be read.
Okay.
Okay, clear? Again, one more thing I need you guys to understand is today I'm teaching you about one activity, okay, and I'm telling you about the properties. But tomorrow when you work on your own, you will have to work with some unknown activities. You will have to explore activities to see which one could help you automate your job, right? So you will not already know about what this property mean. So everyone do what I'm doing right now. On this activity, right click and click on help, the last option. Click on help. Let me know when you're done.
Then it taken to a new page where it is giving all the property names.
Exactly. And what it means is this is a power which is provided to you guys. I just showed you to you for read PDF text activity. It's not limited to this activity. Any activity which you see here, which you have no idea about, let's say this one, just drag in here, right click, click on help, and the documentation of that activity will open directly, instantly. Okay. And all you need to do now is just give it a good read, and 90% of your questions will be answered. Clear? Okay. Next, we were here. Let's see what this documentation tells us. File name, you already know. The path of the file to be read. Password, the password of the PDF file if necessary. So tomorrow in your scenario, another scenarios, you might be working with password protected PDFs. So how to work with them? Pass in the file name to that password protected file path. Okay, next also pass in the password. Okay, so UiPath activity will automatically use that password to open into that, get into that file name, and then do some operations. Next, we saw preserve formatting. I'm just letting you know, I'll just delete it back, and just showing you properties that in the same order you will be able to see it: file name, password, preserve formatting. So in the same order which you see here, the same properties explanation you will find in the page, help page. What does preserve formatting mean? I'll tell this through practical. Okay, next is range. Again, I explained it to you. If you just write 7, it will read a single page. 7 to 12, it will read range of page from 7 till 12. Complex range, what it means is you have given 2 to 5 comma 7 comma 15 comma hyphen end. What will this thing do? Tell me quickly.
Range. It select.
Is
It brings 2,
2
3,
to
4,
5
5.
pages and 7, 15 and till the end.
End. All.
7,
And
15
again, you can
and
use all, right, to read all
okay.
pages. Correct. Text, the output. Now in the output, so whatever you have read, okay, you need it, right? So this is the output panel. I'll just click here, press Control K. What does Control K do? Tell me quickly.
Create a variable.
Very
Create a
Create variable.
Exactly. Good boys, good girls. So I'll just create a variable since it will. So one more thing, when we are creating variable, how do we know what will be the data type of the variable? Okay, so again, like I said, just hover over it. You see string. Okay, string is the type of output that it will generate. Correct, but UiPath is bit more advanced. What it does is it just gives you the functionality to click against this property, like on this field, press Control K, give a variable name, let's say uh, PDF text. Okay, I'll just use a term native. Yeah, and by default it will create a variable of that type. Okay, if it was a property where you if the property stated, let's say, boolean, and you created pressed Control K, gave a name, and when you would see in variables panel, the variable type would show as boolean. Okay, so that is a good thing. You just press Control K against that property, and then it will create a variable of the relevant type. Okay, next, since we have this, we read the data, all we will do is we will just try to write it into a notepad and see what it read. Okay, so to write data into notepad, all I will do is drag in an activity called write text file. Okay, write text file. What text to write? The output from the previous activity, which is str native PDF text. Where to write? I'll just give in a common just a temporary file path called native text.txt. Okay, and here, to make it more impressive, I'll just try to read here, because this is a another type of document. So since it is tabular, you will not be able to understand much, but this is what I need to show you guys. Okay, so I'll just try to indicate to this activity to help you understand better. PDF files, text and image. Okay, fine. Now I am running this code.
So the file text, right file name that will save with the file name of native.txt.
Yes, exactly. And since I
Okay.
have not given the path, okay, so it will save it in the project folder itself.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, can anyone tell me what I need to change to make it work?
Argument.
range
Specified argument
it
was
is
You
also
2
mentioned
to
the
5.
range here.
valid.
1 to 5 is
Maybe the
written.
No. You need to
Exactly.
fill
range was not
the as
enough.
OCR data also in the images
So
also.
there is problem with range here. That activity tells you there is a problem with range. What is the problem? You can see this PDF only has one page, right? So
Yeah.
let's see what was the range we gave. Here we gave range 1 to 5, which caused issue,
Mm.
right? So here we'll
Mm.
just try giving 1. Agree? Should this solve the
Yes.
problem?
All also you can give.
Yeah, all also I can give, but right now since it was just one page, I just
Yeah.
give one.
It's
Just
not
you
written
can
any error.
sorry.
Okay, I think is it returning any error?
No, now it will not return error. It returned error stating issue with range. That's why we went to property of this activity and we changed the range to 1, because the PDF only has one page. But in property, we were suggesting, we're asking it to read 1 to 5. That means 1 to 5. But there, since the other pages were not available in this PDF, so it gave the error. Now it did not. Clear?
Okay, but this PDF has both text and
Exactly.
scanned
Let's see.
image.
Exactly. Let's see what happened. That's why I chose this PDF, so that I get these interesting questions from you guys. I go to project tab. Sorry, I go to project tab, and how to open project folder? Just click on project tab and click on this folder button. It will open the project folder for you. Okay. I clicked on project and then clicked on this folder button. Next, you can see it created this native text.txt. Okay. And let's read whatever is available. Okay. And match it with PDF. I'll just make it on the right, and on the left hand side, I'll just have this document. Okay. Now, so our document starts with sample text, and so these all I was able to select, right? So you can see it has been read properly. Sample text and image PDF. It was November, although it was not yet late. It was November, although it was not yet. The sky was dark. The sky was dark. So what it did was it read this block first. Decades writing. It read this block. Okay. Next, it gives you heavily embellished capitals. Okay, what it means is, you can see it after reading this whole block, it read this thing: heavily embellished capitals, curly floor, from here to here. It read, okay, up till invalid, right? Again, it came on the left, read this thing: a letter for me until here with its, okay, a letter for me with its, okay. And then after that, it again came to write, it gave me a queer feeling, and up till some it was able to read. After some, you can see, are we able to select this text? Yes, we are able to select this text. So whatever was written, it was read and written up till view plate. But after that, on page, we are on page 1 itself. After that, the text was scanned, right? So this activity did not return anything from the scanned part. Does this answer your question? When I said this activity is for native texts, native PDFs, right? So what it means is, you have, this will return you only the native part, only the digital part. If your PDF has a combination of text and image, and you need to read entire page, this activity will not work for you, right? If you need entire thing, if you just need the textual part, the digital part, this activity is fine. Is it clear whatever I said right now? Should I repeat?
No, we are good.
I have a
Oh,
question.
uh-huh.
If I can select all and then copy and then paste it, isn't it will be faster?
Select all means what?
If I control A, use control A
Uh-huh.
in their PDF and control
Uh-huh.
C, that is copy, and paste it into Notepad,
Okay.
that will be faster than the automation.
Yes, it will.
So
Good.
where this PDF automation will be mainly focused or used?
Okay, see, fine. Let me try doing it for you. Now, we have this one PDF with one page, right? You clicked here, Control All, Control C, went to Notepad, pasted it. Let me open a new Notepad, paste it. Okay. Next, do you think in your real world you will have just this one PDF and one page? Let's think ahead. Okay. Let's talk about one PDF and 10 pages. Now, what you will do? Copy this, paste, copy this, paste. Next, imagine dealing with 100 PDFs. Okay, which it will be the case. Okay, so imagine dealing with 10 PDFs. Until when you will press Control All, Control C and do this. This is exactly why we need RPA. Okay, you don't want to do this robotic job. You need time to do some creative other tasks, right? This is why we need RPA. Again, I am not stopping here. This is a very, very, very simple use case. It is not always as simple as just Control All, Control C and pasting to Notepad. No, this is not your use case. After you have got this, from this text you will need to extract some relevant information. From that PDF you will need to extract some relevant information. How you will do it manually? You'll just, after pasting in Notepad, you'll just copy this, put it in a cell in note. Let's say I create an Excel. Okay, so here you have different page, you have different columns asking you to give first line, second line, or maybe here it is invoice bill, here is address, here is something else. So from here you copy bill, paste it here. Here you will copy invoice number, paste it here. Here again you'll copy the tax, you'll paste it here, and you'll do it again for all the things which you have done. Now, do you think you need RPA or not? I'll just ask this. I'm asking this question back to you. Do you need RPA or not?
Yeah, it will need RPA.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will get bored.
And obviously, other bottlenecks will be you will reduce like with time you will reduce you will no longer be efficient. You will no longer be accurate. You will make errors, and obviously at last it will not interest at all. You will just try to leave your job in after 1 month, right? So that's why. Okay, is it clear?
We have
Okay.
one more question to them.
Yeah, tell me.
The question is, I'm reading it. Can a bot automation be programmed to automatically detect a native PDF from a scanned PDF document or file within a
Yes.
folder, and how that can be done?
Yes, it can be done, but like whoever has asked that question, I'll request you to keep that question separately for me, because right now if I go on to explain that thing, it might cause a time issue. Okay, we are running bit late. Okay, so just keep that question, and at the end of the session I'll just ping my LinkedIn ID. You ping me on LinkedIn, okay, or you ping me on WhatsApp. I'll answer it.
Yeah. Let
Whoever
me
has
copy
asked.
this question, and
Yeah,
let me share your LinkedIn with Cesar as well.
right.
All right, let's move forward.
Okay.
Pradyup, one
Uh-huh.
question before we move forward, right? So
Uh,
here our PDF contains limited data, right?
correct.
But in case there are like hundreds or thousands of pages, and then we are to store that data, then would a string variable accommodate that much data?
Yeah, so in that case, it depends upon the use case actually. See, uh, if there is a requirement to read entire 1000 pages, okay, and basically a huge data, right? And you are a programmer and you're not sure whether your string variable will be able to handle it, but still business asks you to do it, right? Then what you will do? You will break this activity into 2 or 3. Here you will read from page 1 to 10, another page 20 to 30, and save it in 2 different strings. This is the max you can do, right?
I think the best approach would be to save that data into a different program where you can read this more easily instead of using libraries. Let's say Notepad, you will convert everything you have in one PDF file into one Notepad. So you won't store excessive amount of data into single variables.
Yeah, but storing the data from PDF into Notepad would again require these activities, right? Or you're talking about some another tool?
Oh,
Because
he was referring to store all data into single variable.
yeah, so if we are talking about reading data from a big PDF, right? So like if you have to move data from a PDF to a Notepad, you can't do it directly, right? You will first need to store it in a variable, like you, and then you can write the variable to Notepad, right? Otherwise, like there is no direct way to write to stream this output to a Notepad or textual file, right? You'll need to break it in range and then do it. Once you have this, clear it and then do it for the next range until the range exists. So this is how you will have to do it in case it is that big.
If it is possible to select all text inside a PDF file, you can just simulate the keystrokes. So copy all and paste them into Notepad. So you won't
Right.
use.
So again, like when you're doing copy paste, again, it is involving clipboard, and clipboard means memory. So
Right.
in and out memory will be involved, memory will be consumed. It's just like I think maybe is it okay if we like park this question for discussion at last and then move forward? Like I hope I was able to answer this question, right?
Yes, Pradyum, please
Okay,
carry on.
thank you. So previously what I did was I used read PDF text activity with preserve formatting set to like with preserve formatting not set. Here I have set it to true, right? And now I'll quickly show you uh, how it works. Okay, just press run. Okay, it has written the text. Saw the difference? This time what I
Yeah,
have done is I have enabled preserve format, right? Okay, let it be. So this time I had enabled the preserve format property, and this was the PDF. It has kept the format as it is. And if you remember from the previous uh, if with the preserve formatting false, it first read this, below that it wrote this, then this, and then this in one line. Here it has preserved the format as it is given PDF. Clear? Next, what I will do is I'll use other activity, PDF PDF OCR. Okay, so we don't have OCRs, we have OCRs available with us. Maybe I can drag it in. Okay, so basically these are the OCRs available to you for usage. Okay, in your free time you just drag in, let's say you pick up this PDF. Okay, drag in one of the OCRs, see the output. Okay, again, next, drag in, see the output. This is how you will learn. Okay, next, again, I'll just feed the same thing. I'll just go to downloads, and it was the previous one, sorry, right? And here I'll save it to str result, the extracted words, extracted string, str PDF text. Again, like I said, whatever activity you are getting confused about, just right click, help. Okay, don't ask anyone, just right click, help. What this property mean? Right click, help. Again, how is it different from our other activities? Check, drag in another activity, check it. Drag in another activity, check it. What's the difference? Compare it, you will learn. this is how you will learn and then remember, okay, by understanding. Next, now that we have used it, extracted str PDF, let's say str, maybe let's try this str, what is this, scanned. Okay. And here I write str scanned. Okay, I'll show you what happens. Here I'll copy paste it, write str PDF text. Okay, and here I'll write it to text2, run it.
You have used variable scan, right? You have
Sorry, can you repeat that?
you have created the variable as a scanned in the read PDF, but you have declared that in a different variable.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to show you. Just
Yeah.
hold on for a minute. Okay, fine. It's done. Oh, it was already open, is it? So sorry. Let's see. Think it would have updated. Yeah, I'll open both. Native text to native text. So let's see. Read PDF with OCR. Text we have scanned in str scan text, and str scan text we have stored it in native text.pdf. Okay, so if I bring up the automation, it was November, it starts from here and then it combines this, like it acts continuous, you can see. Now guys, just focus here for a while. We used OCR activity, and we can see it read as like a stream, like it did not break it. Then so what did OCR do? It did read all of this native text as well, because OCR works differently, like it reads character by character, whatever it can read and infer from the screen, correct? And then uh, 1 second, a letter for me, this all is fine, and then it was able to read all of this, correct? Let's see if it did read it well. Lorem ipsum donor sit met. You can see now the scanned part, this was the scanned part we were talking about earlier, right? So the scanned part is also available for us. Okay, so the scanned part earlier, which the native PDF did not give me, now it is available to us. So, and this is the output from the other, again same thing, same thing. Here letter for me, this is all that is, and then same thing. So this is what I wanted to show you. Doesn't matter where you put it, it does like give you the OCR. So whatever OCR output. So basically you have read PDF with OCR activity, which we used, and we put in Tesseract OCR for now. OCR is basically to select to get the text from a scanned PDF, right? Scanned documents which are not born digital. And we can see here it did read it continuously as it can be seen on screen. As it can be seen on the screen is the keyword. Native did some changes, but when we checked on the property of preserve formatting, it did preserve the format after that, right? Next, I want to show one more thing quickly to you guys. Let's say get text is what I was trying to show you. Okay, so here is the get text thing. So get text, let me just indicate it on screen. Okay, maybe I try getting this $30. Okay, let me check the selector. Okay, so this is what I am showing you now. Guys, able to follow? I'll just repeat what I did. 1 second. I'll close it. I am I'll delete this. I'm using get text activity. Okay, because right before this what we did was we read entire end pages, okay, with the other two activity. Now I am showing you the third scenario where you might need to just get some limited amount of information from the page, right? So how this works is cancel. How this works is so obviously it will first work with native PDFs because I was able to interact with this selector, and then I clicked on this in this thing, get text, and I'll save it. str get text. Okay. Log message. str get text log level info, and here I'll just give a brief idea about the selector, which so basically this is the selector, and then what it means is it is the path to that variable, path to that element, the $30 which we indicate. Now uh, this is what helps UiPath identify it. I'll just press run button and see what gets logged. Is it able to read it properly? And just this is the third type which I was third and the last type which I was showing to you guys. I'll just see the output panel, and you can see it did read $3 well, right? So isn't it nice? Like we saw two kinds of scenarios. One reading entire page, and this scenario where from a PDF we need some specific information, we don't need everything, right? So in this case we just needed this total which is present here, right? So we indicated it and we got that specific thing printed out. Okay, so these are the three ways which three types of ways to read PDFs which you will like come across in your daily life. Is it clear, guys? Just give me a heads up again. Is it
Yes,
clear?
OCR activity helps us for both native and scanned.
Yes, OCR does not care if it is native or scanned. It treats everything as image and it starts reading it like it is an image.
Okay, okay.
But instead of $30, the output showing the $3.
Sorry?
In
Instead of
PDF,
$30, it's
it's
showing $3.
30. Yes.
Oh, maybe because it could not read it well. Maybe it could not read it well. That is it. Again, this
Selected.
is a very good this is a very good example actually. So it also depends upon the reading capability, also depends upon the 1 second. It also depends upon the PDF quality. Okay, for example, what I will do is, yes, so it also depend on, I think it will give you the same response, but still I'll just print it.
While running this, you should be open the PDF or you have to close the PDF.
No, it can be open, no worries.
Oh.
Like the last time I ran it, it was open.
Okay.
Right, so this is again giving you something else. So I mean, I didn't want to go into all that because it changing the selector. So what I just did, I changed the selector, okay, and that messed up the way UiPath was trying to locate that element, right? And then you can see it with the new selector, which with the change selector, it thought this is what I want and this is what it returned. Okay, this thing.
Share this PDF so that after later we try this in our system.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Can you share this PDF if you
Sure,
don't
sure,
mind?
sure. So I have 4 or 5 such PDFs. I'll share. Maybe how can we do that, Apurva or Mrityunjay? Can you?
Yeah,
So
here you can
we
have
can just
attachment.
yeah, so the thing is, Pradman, so we don't have anyone's email ID, though we have the email IDs, but it in the star format. So rather we can just share this PDF in the group itself, means the WhatsApp group. So most of the people are
Okay.
there, so they can just have the access.
Okay. Otherwise, what I'll just do is here in this chat box,
You
I'll
have
just
add file there. You can have add the file.
so I'll just add it here quickly just for you guys. And so is it clear? 3 ways to interact with PDFs. Is it clear to everyone?
Clear.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll first send the text and scan, and then let's have a quick quiz. Okay. Obviously, we know what happens after quiz. We get a winner.
I have a
And
question before that.
haha.
We use targets and anchors. So is it a type of selectors?
You used targets and anchors.
Yeah, target to select a text and then
Haha.
write it. So it's a type of selector or not?
See, a selector is basically an address, right? So what if someone asks you what is a selector? Okay, how you will find a selector? So on activities which indicate on activities which interact with UI elements, anything which is on UI, you need to click or get or something, input or output, you will need to pass in the path to that activity, so that the click or the type into or the get text need will be done on that particular element itself, and that address to that element is called selector. So coming to your question, anchor, yes. So first, what does anchor mean? Basically, you will first indicate a element on screen, and then you will indicate a kind of fixed element which is more stable and fixed element as an anchor. That too will be stored as a selector itself. So when you talk about anchor, that in other terms is also addressed to another UI element which is more stable. Okay, so you will have two selectors, basically one of that anchor and another selector relative to that anchor, which will be of your element.
Pradman, may I add something over here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the question was asked by Deva someone. So let's suppose, so let us get this point in this way. So let's suppose you are just giving an address to your friend. Okay, so you are just saying that, okay, my means my house address is, let's suppose, A23, then your just the locality area, then the I can say the vast area of your locality, which is combining your area as well. And then you are saying Kolkata 70000 something. Okay, so that is the complex. Sorry, that is the complete thing. You are giving an address to your friend, and you are mentioning your house number as well, right? That is called the selector. Okay, here you are giving a unique address. Okay, for one particular UI element. Okay, it's fine for the selector. And if you are going for the target and anchor, that means you are saying that, okay, my house is beside this ration shop, or beside this, I can say, powerhouse or something. That means you are saying a landmark. The landmark is here, you can say the anchor, because your friend will just go to that landmark and then search for your place. Let's suppose you are saying that, okay, my house is left hand side of the powerhouse. That means your friend will first go to the powerhouse, then your friend will just search for your home in the left hand side of that particular powerhouse. right? So here the powerhouse is the anchor and your house is the target. Got it? And in the simple words, in a layman term, got my point?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
that's the fundamental.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question?
Meanwhile, if just let's finish the quiz first and then we can have the questions, right? So I'll just paste in the link. You can either scan this or I'll just copy the link. And put it in the chat box. Or you can even scan this, or just quickly put this code. Please join quickly, guys. Let's complete the quick quiz. And I have put easy questions, don't worry. We have 16, 17, 20 players ready. 22. Come on, join quickly, guys. The code is 75528163.
I'm not seeing anything that other than get ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm yet to start the quiz, just waiting for other players to join. We have 27 players. Just join.
What is the code?
We're good.
What is the code?
75528163. It's also pasted in the chat box. Should we start now?
Yeah, Pradhan, I think we should start 27.
Okay, fine. I'm starting the quiz. Be ready for the first question. Easy. Again, fast answers gets you more point. Is it possible to select text from scanned PDF? Think in terms of native and scanned. Were you able to copy? Okay, I know why few people give it true, because using OCR we were able to select the text, but the question is not through the activity, but it is about selecting it just through your cursor, like selecting text from scanned PDF. We were not able to do it, right? We were just able to select the complete image, right? So don't worry, I understand your feelings. The answer will be false because we can select text only from native PDFs. Okay, let's see. Okay, Krishna is on top right now. Let's see who is next. Question 2. Read carefully. Which of the following is a valid type of PDF? Good. So like I said in the beginning, there are two types of PDFs which we will deal with. One is native, one is scanned. Okay. So it is correct, which is native. I mean two types of texts. Let's see. Now Dave is on top. Last question. Now on your screens. Is it possible to select just few elements from entire PDF? Good. Like I showed you with get text activity, screen scraping, we are able to select just few elements from entire PDF. Final leaderboard. Nilesh is on top now. Good. Okay. Sorry, I think I messed something up. So it was Nilesh. Nilesh, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, Pradyumn.
Let's take a screenshot. Unmute,
Yes, man.
maybe if you can turn on your video as well. Let's come on video.
Sure, sure.
And for others, no worries. Go try. And just quickly, everyone, can you please give a feedback for the session? Did you understand? Are you comfortable with PDFs now? Will you be able to start automating PDFs? Do you feel excited about automating PDFs?
Yeah, I'll start, Pradyumn.
Nilesh.
Yes, it is.
Congratulations, Nilesh.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is very helpful
Okay.
for me.
Great, great. Thank you, Nilesh. And yes, thank you, everyone. Hope it was. I could do some justification for your time. Thank you for giving time. And yes, see
Great.
you again. And now I am handing over the session to Mrityunjay.
Thank you, Pradhiman, for the amazing insights.
All right. So thanks everyone for your time, for joining in from wherever you are. And for them, no doubt, it's another amazing session. Guys, stay tuned for tomorrow's session. We have sessions lined up for this week. Stay safe. We will see you pretty soon.
I have a request to Pradyumna.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you accept my request on LinkedIn?
Sorry, I'll just open my LinkedIn right now, guys. I'll just copy my. Maybe I'll stop sharing. Have I already stopped sharing? No.
I can
Wait.
see.
No,
No,
it's
no,
still on.
your screen.
Okay. No worries. No worries. I'll just copy my link and paste it in the chat.
I
And
shared that already.
Yeah,
So it
yeah, I
is.
already sent request to
Yeah.
you.
So what
okay.
Pradhamna,
Yeah.
they're
Sure.
asking
Sure.
is like whenever you get a chance, you can accept their invitation. That's all.
Yeah. No worries, man. Don't worry. I'm not that busy person. For you guys, I'm always open. I'll just do it right away. Yes, I think I have accepted. Thank you and have a good night, everyone. And dream about automating PDFs if possible. And then, yeah, see you in the next sessions.
See
Good
you,
night.
everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Kumar. Thank you so much.
Pradhiman, you have literally made me fall in love with your subject. So thank you for that.
That's the thing which I want, man. Obviously, when I give any session, I don't want to spoon feed everything. I just want to give you the concept, and then if after the session you start studying on your own, that is what I want.
Yeah.
3 weeks I'm learning this.
You acted a
Nobody,
thruster. You acted like
nobody
a
thought
thruster.
that helping in
Great, great. So you are comfortable now?
Yeah. Now
Okay.
much more comfortable in that subject.
Don't worry. I have like we have another interesting sessions coming up, and for me specifically, I have one more session coming up on I guess this Friday. It is on debugging. So I'll be explaining
Nice.
the entire debugging thing in studio.
I wish if you could have taken all the sessions.
I'll attend. I don't miss your session.
uh, don't miss any sessions actually. And again, like I said, whatever anybody is teaching, it's everyone is spending a lot of time here. They have spent a lot of time preparing for the session, preparing the PPTs and everything. So uh, obviously it does take some time, and thank you guys as well for joining in and giving your time. Everyone has colleges to do and other tasks to do, still you connect and try to learn. So this is one of the things which tells us that you want to improve in your life, right? You want to change things. That's why you're spending this extra time where joining in this session, whereas other friends and everyone else is doing something else, maybe partying, maybe enjoying watching Netflix. So this makes the difference. This is what makes the difference between what you are today and what you will be tomorrow.
Great.
Join all the sessions and always remember about UiPath Academy. I'll strongly suggest academy.uipath.com was the link, I guess. Don't miss out on don't miss out any day without watching like Academy. This Academy page should be your best friend. It has everything for free, everything whatever I told you plus more things, everything is there for free. It is just for you to grab. Just give your valuable time, spend some time with UiPath Academy, and it will help you a lot. All the previous sessions, every topic you will find there on Academy with detailed videos. Everything you can just revisit, you will understand. It will be very crystal clear to you.
Great.
Okay, then I guess thank you everyone again, and now I'll be closing it. So see you soon. Bye bye.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye. Thanks, Pradhan. Bye.
Thank you.